two chapters of the Gospel of John, the story of Jesus' passion. In this reading, we hear the story of Jesus' arrest, his interrogation before the high priest, Peter's denial of Jesus 3 times, and then Jesus before Pilate, and Jesus' crucifixion and burial. Included in this passage are 3 out of 7 of Jesus' last words on the cross. One of these is to his mother and the beloved disciple. He says to his mother, "Woman, here is your son." And to the disciple, "Here is your mother." Jesus' words here remind me of the words of my parents said when I was leaving for my internship placement after graduating from seminary. They said, "Find a parent for you anywhere you go." I needed to find a family where I would be welcomed and where I would welcome others into my life. From the cross, in the midst of his suffering, Jesus tells his mother and the beloved disciple to accept one another as family. This is his command to them. His command to those who gathered around his cross. We see Jesus does not ask his mother if she can accept Jesus' beloved disciple as her son, nor he asks the beloved disciple if he can accept Jesus' mother as his mother. Jesus does not say, "Can you please accept her or accept him?" These words are Jesus' commands to his followers. The command to extend their hands to accept and to welcome others as family. We often hear people say, "She or he is like family to me. She is like a daughter. He is like son to me. They are like parents to me." However, here in these words from the cross, Jesus does not just mean like family, but truly family. Truly brothers and sisters. Truly son and truly mother. Jesus suffers on the cross to establish a bond among people, not based on bloodlines, but on the love of God revealed on the cross. To the very end of his earthly life, Jesus provides a communal perspective of mutual love in which those who follow and believe in him shall live after he is gone. The primary reason for Jesus' word may not because his mother will not be able to protect herself, and that the beloved disciple will not be able to care for himself, and so he needs a mother figure. The reason for this word is so that Jesus can establish a new family relationship in which they, his mother and the beloved disciple, and all believers should live in. The concept of a traditional family that usually recognizes biological parents, brothers, sisters, grandparents, uncles, and aunts as family is now brought up into a broader context that includes other people, Jesus emphasizes the idea that family is not just based on blood when he asks a surprising question, "Who are my mother and my brothers?" Jesus answered this question himself, saying, Whoever does the will of God is my brother and sister and mother." Jesus expands the concept of family to include all believers, to include all people around us. The message from the cross tells believers to live as family, tells us to live as family, including maybe people whom we do not like so much. In the midst of difficult times where some people treat others as strangers because they are different, we hear again Jesus' word on treating and accepting one another as family. It was very upsetting and heartbreaking to witness the recent violence toward people of Asian descent. It is hard to imagine that many elderly people are getting beaten, some to their death, without any reason, except because they are Asian. The phrase often used in this attack is, "You do not belong here." Here, we can see that being different from one another becomes a reason to push and reject each other. And people of God, the words of Jesus from the cross to his mother and beloved disciple are really the opposite of that. He commands the acceptance of one another. Treat one another as family. His command symbolizes the beginning of the creation of a new family of God. The beloved disciples taking Jesus' mother as his own home tells us that Jesus' suffering, death, resurrection, and ascension makes the new family of God a reality. It's not a dream. A reality where we can live together. This evening, on the day we call Good Friday, we hear the similar words of Jesus to his mother and beloved disciples again. We gather together at the foot of the cross, regardless of our background, regardless of our country of origin, skin color, language, and many other things that make us different from one another. And Jesus tells us to accept and treat one another as family. We are the family of God, bonded and united by the love of God revealed on the cross of Jesus. Amen.
Now